This is educational, not trading or investment advice, okay? This is entertainment, mainly educational. Future stocks, bond trading of any kind involves substantial risk. You may lose everything you have. Before trading or investments, do your own due diligence. This is not a recommendation to go out and trade with your money, okay? If you do so, you're on your own. If you're watching or listening to this video, you are agreeing to these terms. Okay, let's get to it.
Welcome and thanks for stopping by. I'm Digital Micro. You're on the Digital Micro Trading Journal channel. Day trading for an ROI payout. Just my trade journal market analysis. Here we are Tuesday, January 16, 2024. And daily affirmation, I see it and understand. Rigid discipline and flexible in outcome expectations. Independent thinker, impeccable risk manager, precision-based trader, responsible business manager. On the left, Nasdaq. We got a black candle. Here we are in the New York kill zone. Same on the middle chart is the ES Mini S&P 500 futures. And then look at the King dollar. Not only do we have a volume gap up volume imbalance here, we're really got a disproportionate upside. So I'd say this is more disproportionate on the upside than the equity indices are on the downside. So that's my initial read. I do have a few charts I want to look at real quick and give a base synopsis on the analysis on what I'm seeing. Next chart. ES Mini S&P 500 futures contract for March 2024, and here we are with a new weekly candle in the black. And what I want to point out is this is week 10, the blue line. That's a 9 EMA above the blue line. Okay, this black line right here was the only black candle body we've had in many weeks, so with that displaced down, and then the prior week we went back, repriced it, and now again I'm looking here at some point in the next 10 days we're definitely due, I think, in my opinion, to tag this. Currently on Tuesday, Globex, we are 47.29.25. That is the 9 EMA. So that's number one new week chart that I wanted to point out. You can see here basically we really couldn't get to the 48.50 on the upside with the candles. The body of the candle's high was about 48.19.25, and we've had candle wick premium wicks above that price. But again, I'm just keeping in mind here for a short week, because we had the Monday holiday, that we do have this real extended gap, and you can go back for many weeks and see there's very few times we did that, except the prior year when it was, we had a very bloated rally above that blue line in the July time, and we know what happened after that. So let's go to the next chart, smaller time frame. Okay, I wanted to really capture a lot of days with the hour chart I'm using rather than the 15, just so we can conceive the trade idea here with these candle bars on the 1 hour. This is again the ES Mini. So you see we've got a low down here, and that is 47.72. I thought we might reach it, but instead we stopped short of the January 2 RTH open. So the level I'm looking at here is 47.83.50. So keep in mind that red line is how we opened the year 2024 on the RTH session. We've got a 15-minute fair value gap here. You can see price is right at the top, and that just happens to coincide with the London Open, 47.97.25. New York midnight open is really back up here where we have the new week open gaps from day after Christmas prior year, and that's up here in the 4800 status. Above that is this tan line, and that has been where the new week open gap really played for the most of last week, and we had a lot of candle bodies paintbrushing in that area. But the highs not so much. They started to really give up after this premium candle wick up here at 48.36. That was way back on Friday in the AM. But then after that, it was really looking at the bodies, not the wicks here. The bodies never got above 48.21. So shorts from that level were really rewarded if they held over the weekend into this morning, because we had a little bit of a displacement here. So the high really of last week I'm looking here was on the 11th, and that came in at 48.36.25. And again, big displacement down all the way into this yellow right here. So that right here is a really key area. So let's look at the areas down. So what this is basically on the yellow is, let's look at it, a 4-hour fair value gap. And I do want to see that is hit at some point and we break through the consequent encroachment of it. So the top of this is 47.74, consequent encroachment 47.64, and to reprice completely would be 47.53 and change. So when did we drive up on this? This was back on the 8th of January when we went up, and we never really repriced this. Below that, we've got a weekly fair value gap. Now we may have to wait till February to go back down, but if we break this 4-hour value gap, this weekly is next. You can see this is in the 4,700. So that's below. Above, again, is that December 28th Globex high of 48.41, and above that I'm thinking 48.50 and change. If they really want to find a reason fundamentally and technically to go up there, that would be a level, but it doesn't look like that right now. So that's where I'm going to leave it on this Tuesday. We're not near the RTH New York session yet, but we're coming up to it. And again, you can see the formation of this order flow based on the 1-hour chart. And I'm blowing it up a little bit more here because I just want to, again, look at the levels. If we did get back to this 10 level, I would want to be getting a little more aggressive here on a short, just because, again, when I pointed out that weekly chart earlier in this video, I am looking at it's really extended above the 9 EMA, 10 weeks. So that's a big marker for me on my back testing that goes back months and years. So that's all I've got. Thanks so much for watching. Shout out to the OG subscribers, and welcome all 2024 subscribers to the channel. Appreciate all of you supporting it. Take care. Aloha. Bye.